babies. Hello. What are you doing? Hi, pumpkins. You're being such good boys.
"7:15 a.m. This is the day the McDonalds have been waiting for the last year. The hope that Jadon and Anias, 13-month-old conjoined twins, will be separated at last.
What were you thinking when you were wheeling down the hall this morning? What was going through your mind?
That's just not real. When I found out that I was pregnant with conjoined twins, I called Boston Children's Hospital and talked to the director of neurosurgery there. He said, "We would love to take your case, and we would be able to take your case. But I know that you need to call somebody who knows way more about this than me. He's the man who writes the textbooks on this. Here's his number. Call him. He's going to want to talk to you." And it was Dr. Goodrich. I made the call, left a message. He called me back even though he was out of the office from his personal cell phone and talked me down for a good bit, probably 2 hours, answered every question I could ever have, and I knew that he was the doctor. He had to be the doctor. I asked him very specifically, "Dr. Goodrich, if you were to do this anywhere, where would you do it?" And he said, "I would do it in Montefiore with my team." And so Montefiore was where we were gonna go, even though we had to give up every bit of our life to go there.
No one in the world has operated on more twins like Jadon and Anias than neurosurgeon Dr. James Goodrich.
When you first met the McDonalds, did you lay out any specific statistics? How did you approach it with them? Was it more of a scientific discussion or an emotional one?
As I said, the goal is ideally to have both children come out without neurological issues, but one has to be realistic. I mean, you cannot separate two brains, particularly if there is fusion, without the potential risk of something happening.
Helping improve those chances of a good outcome, 3D models like these, lifelike, anatomically perfect, and available in the operating room. They act as a blueprint to practice and review before the operation even begins.
That's our wonderful team.
The miracle team, the dream team.
The one in green there, the oddball, that's Dr. Goodrich, the one that...
That's the guy. His surgical hat has turtles on it, and that's because he likes to do things slow and steady.
And Dr. Tepper, too, his plastic surgeon, he really cared about the boys. And, I mean, people think of just Dr. Goodrich, but the craniofacial part's huge, too, to be able to reconstruct them and to still make them handsome little boys when it's all said and done.
And then on top of it, the Randy Kaplan, she's in the Caregiver Support Center, which not every hospital has. I went in there every day. I got coffee, I got a chocolate chip cookie, and I sat there and I talked to Randy, and she was there for every moment that I just experienced.
She's like their grandmother. Montefiore was really great about listening to everybody, hearing everybody out. You know, everybody put their pride aside and just wanted to do what was best for the kids. And
we all just became human. Like, I think I'm very vocal and very emotional and not afraid to say how I feel, and I think they were willing to listen to that and allow themselves to connect to their patients. I think every single one of them let their guard down and fought for them as if they were their own.
It's been about 17 hours now since they started operating, and you can see for the first time Jadon and Anias are on two separate operating room tables. Well, they still got a lot of work to do, but there was a spontaneous round of applause when the separation finally occurred.
And after all the applause, come the tears of joy. First for Jadon, and then for Anias, who after hours of surgery is finally reunited with his family.
Okay.
I think you'd be better
I'll
to
talk
tell
about
about
Anias,
Anias.
'cause he's
He
my
is your little man,
pumpkin.
that is for sure.
Who is Anias? Hold on one second. Sorry. 1 second. Who is Anias? Anias is the biggest fighter I've ever known. He is the happiest child I've ever witnessed. He has a heart full of joy. He is determined. He is opinionated. He is full of life. He teaches me every day about what's important. I think he's a testimony to what a child can be if you don't establish limitations for that child, and I think that eventually he will be to everybody what that really means. We are trying to give him an environment that is limitless, and to me, he's a child without limits. But Jadon
Jadon might be my only daddy's boy. Jadon, he actually comes to me. The other two run to their mom. But I think Jadon will be my little helper around, on my building projects. He's full of attitude and personality.
Christian got to watch a documentary.
The documentary of another set of conjoined twins being separated, it encouraged us greatly, and it just gave us hope.
And that's why I think we're so wanting to tell the story that we have.
I just always remember watching that documentary, and I was so thankful that those people were willing to go public because of how much it helped me. So I just knew that maybe us going public, it could help someone else out.
I tended to keep up with everything on Facebook as detailed as I could. If I would mention even a single thing like, oh, Anias was cold last night, I'd have 4 blankets in the mail the next day. It was crazy. And Christian doesn't have a media source like that, so he got to experience like the face-to-face, the real flesh and blood people that came to our door. I wasn't home as much.
All those people literally supported us throughout this whole journey. I mean, they literally supported us. It was just amazing to see all the love from people that did not even know us, but they loved our children like they were their own, and they showed it with their actions.
The messages that I got from women in Japan who had babies in a NICU and they didn't know how they were going to get through it until they saw my boys, and then they knew that they could get through it. I had people from Pakistan, Iran, Kuwait, South Korea, Saudi Arabia. You're talking anywhere that you can think of. I got messages from mothers. To me, that was so amazing because the experience is the same no matter where you're from or what your background is. If you have a child and you are struggling, well, struggle knows no race. And so it really got me in tune with what we need as people, and that's to support each other. It was one of the most positive things of such a difficult situation. As we're getting settled into our home and into a life that is less medical, I'm gonna start focusing on their rehabilitation, and hopefully it's a way that I can help them beyond just, doing the things that any mom does for her kids.
When they're conjoined like that, you almost can't really picture them going to school. You think that'd be so far in the future. Montefiore, that's a testament to them. They did a phenomenal job with them, getting them to this point and getting them separated. And I know it's unbelievable that they're already starting school. It's crazy.
It is definitely, obviously something very exciting and something very difficult for me, because it's what I envision them doing and what I'm very excited about them doing. And yet I can't believe it's actually here. When they were born and we were discussing separation, I was told that there was no chance that I would have either of my children would be without a neurological deficit. There was only a 20% chance that they would live through my pregnancy. I think it was 38% chance of them surviving the first 24 hours. And with each separation surgery, they had a significant chance of death. Anias had gone through things that no adult should go through, let alone a child. So for them to be able to now experience something so natural and normal is like, it's what you dream of, I guess.